So what you see on the screen is going to be the pattern for Infosys. Okay, so Infosys has been following this pattern for the last 3 years, and what we have is like we have three sections. The section one will be arithmetic reasoning and analytical thinking, wherein you'll have like 15 questions for a time duration of 25 minutes. Okay, and the second section will be a mathematical critical thinking and logical reasoning section, wherein you'll have like 10 questions for 35 minutes. And the third section will be a verbal ability section, wherein you'll have like 40 questions for 35 minutes. So this is going to be the pattern for Infosys. Okay, Infosys has been following this pattern now. Okay, so okay, so this is going to be the pattern that Infosys has been following for the last 3 years. If you look here, though the names are just like analytical, arithmetic reasoning and analytical thinking, that is typically your reasoning section. Okay, that is typically your reasoning section wherein you'll have like 15 questions for 25 minutes. Okay, and the next section wherein what is mentioned as mathematical critical thinking and logical reasoning, that is more like your quantitative ability section. Okay, so here you'll have like 10 questions for 35 minutes. And then the third is one is your English, the verbal ability or the verbal aptitude section, when you'll have like 40 questions for 35 minutes. So it's typically the reasoning, quants, and the English section. Okay. So there is no negative marking for this particular examination. And here, if you look at it, you will have the choice to kind of move across questions. Okay. You will have the choice to kind of move across the questions. Infosys does not follow an adaptive pattern wherein you have to finish one question. Once you finish a question, you cannot move back to the other question. It's not like that. Infosys allows you to move from one question to another. In fact, all the questions will be displayed on the screen. You can kind of choose the questions which you feel is kind of easier for you. Okay. I'll just like go through, I'll just like walk you through a couple of questions wherein if you look at it, before I get into that, I just want to share with you the topics that are like kind of required for each and every section. Okay, let me do that first and probably. One second, just hold on. I'm just like opening the. So yeah, I think you're able to see this now. So, okay. So what I'm showing right here is typically the what are all the topics that you can expect from each and every section. Okay, like I said, the mathematical critical thinking is basically a quantitative section wherein these are all the topics that you can expect. Okay, so it's actually like you'll have like 10 questions for 35 minutes. Okay, so here, if you look at it, when we speak in terms of 10 questions for 35 minutes, you got to understand that each and every question, Infosys gives you almost like close to 3.5 minutes to crack into each and every question. Okay, which itself is a very big time duration. So that itself is a very clear indication that the questions are not going to be a regular kind of quants questions wherein you'll be able to kind of use all your shortcuts and everything and crack into the questions easily. Okay, if you look here, like again, I want to repeat that Infosys gives you almost more than 3 minutes for cracking into a single question. Okay, so it's a very clear indication that all these questions are going to be a bit difficult in terms like it is going to consume a lot of time. So when we start off with the Infosys training, I want you to be like very clear. Don't expect simple shortcuts. Shortcuts are all those kind of questions wherein you can like kind of apply all your shortcuts and everything are only for banking examinations. Nowadays, if you look at it, corporates have become very clear as far as these online tests are concerned. They don't want any kind of they really don't engage any kind of questions wherein it can be easily solved using a shortcut wherein it takes just like 30 seconds or 45 seconds or even 50 seconds to complete a question. All the questions that are now asked are all like kind of from very difficult topics like algebra, geometry, mensuration. Those are the topics that are typically asked. Okay, so they are very, very clear on how you want to crack it. Okay, so that is what that's something that I wanted to kind of pass on the information very clearly. And it is not just for the quantitative section, but even for the reasoning and for the verbal ability section. As far as Infosys is concerned, you can expect questions to be a bit on the on the difficult side. Okay, that is something that I want to make it very, very, very clear with you. It's not going to be the typical easy kind of questions and everything. It's something that's going to be at a level of a GRE, GMAT kind of a thing is what you can expect out of Infosys. So that is something that I wanted to pass on the information. So don't expect simple shortcuts wherein you can easily crack questions and everything. So you look into this, the first section, all the topics like permutation, combination, probability, mensuration, time and work, time, speed, distance, ratio and proportion, percentages, profit and loss, script arithmetic, cubes and cuboids, analytical puzzles, number series, coding and decoding. In fact, there is something like even geometry is also being asked in the last few years. Okay, so you can expect like 5 questions from that and 5 questions from logical games and arrangements. Typically, these are all like this kind of puzzles kind of questions, wherein you can expect another 5 questions, wherein you'll be given a scenario, a simple like a puzzle kind of a scenario, and 5 questions will be asked from that particular scenario. So those are the 10 questions that will form the arithmetic section as such. Okay, the second section, if you look at it, is going to be an analytical thinking section. That is nothing but your reasoning section. Okay, in that reasoning section, if you look at it, you'll have like 15 questions, wherein like 5 questions will be from data interpretations, 5 questions from syllogisms, 5 questions typically from data sufficiency, blood relation, generic puzzles and everything. So this will be the formation for your reasoning section. The syllogism questions that you expect here are like not typically the it actually comes with a bit of a difference. Okay, no worries about it. We will share the material and everything. You need not be worried about it. All the materials and everything will be shared, so no worries about it. I'm just giving you an overview of what you can expect out of Infosys. Okay, the next one will be your English communication section or the verbal ability section, wherein you'll have like 2 reading comprehension passages and then sentence correction, sentence improvement, spot the errors, sentence completion filler. It's more like a fill in the blanks, wherein you get approximately 7 questions. Critical reasoning or theme deduction, 6 questions. Fill in the blanks with appropriate grammar, like a one-word substitute or proportion kind of thing, wherein you get like 7 questions. Paragraph comprehension and sentence identification. Okay, as far as, or even like not just for the verbal section, but even for all the sections in Infosys, one thing that you'll have to be like very, very, very clear is, like I said, Infosys will allow you to scan across all the questions, and then it is not something like it. Like I said, it follows a linear pattern, wherein you can you have the choice of first answering to all the questions that you know. Okay, so as far as Infosys is concerned, the best test taking strategy would be to, once you start with the test, just go through all the questions. Okay, just go through the questions, see which are all the questions that you can answer first, typically the ones that are like pretty easier for you. Answer those questions and then come to the most difficult questions as such. Okay, and Infosys, for kind information, it does not have any programming section as such. You not be worried about programming. So like what I mentioned now, what you can do is you can just go through the questions one. Just spend like at least like 2 to 3 minutes in each section, wherein you just go through the questions first, finish off the questions that you are like very good at. Okay, and then you start moving to the questions wherein you feel like you got to invest a lot of time on it. And if you look at, especially in the English communication section or the verbal section, that is where a lot of students fail to score as far as Infosys is concerned. The simple reason being, Infosys, if you look at it, typically the 2 reading comprehension questions, the passages will be of a bigger size. Okay, it is not typically your 150 to 200 words. It will generally be like around 300 to 400, even up to 500 words. So you'll have to sense that there is a sense of caution out here, wherein it's not advisable to start off with the reading comprehension. What you can do is finish off all your sentence correction, completion, and the fill in the blanks kind of questions and everything, and then finally get into your reading comprehension. But here there is a small catch also. You see something called as critical reasoning or theme deduction, right? Approximately 6 questions. I believe all of you are aware of what a theme deduction question is, wherein you will be given a passage. In that passage, what you'll have to do is a passage wherein you'll have to read that passage and you'll have to understand, or you'll have to detect the theme of that particular passage as such. Okay, so here again, if you look at this theme deduction, that is where the real catch comes into picture. Okay, like I said, you'll have a passage wherein you'll have to read through the passage, determine the theme of the passage, or try to make sense of what the understanding is about the passage and everything. When you have 5 to 6 questions in that particular section, that is where the catch is, because what Infosys typically does is, these theme deduction passages are like pretty huge. You might even get confused with the theme deduction passage to a reading comprehension passage. Such is the size of the passage. Okay, so you will have to be like very clear that first finish off all your sentence correction, sentence completion, fill in the blanks, and paragraph comprehension. Also just try to finish it, sentence identification and everything. Go to the reading comprehension, and once you complete the reading comprehension, come to theme deduction questions. If at all for the theme deduction questions, if the passage is like pretty small, then go ahead and attend the theme deduction sections before your reading comprehension. But like I said, leave out theme deduction and reading comprehension towards the end. I keep repeating this because a lot of students, what they tend to do is, they tend to do the reading comprehension and the theme deduction questions at the start, and they spend a lot of time on it. You're like very confident on your English, your vocabulary is very good, then you can go ahead and do that. But if you ask me how to approach the verbal ability section, I would leave the theme deduction and reading comprehension towards the end. If the theme deduction passage is like pretty small, then you can go ahead and finish the theme deduction and then move on to reading comprehension. If you feel that the theme deduction passages are very huge, then finish off reading comprehension and then come to theme deduction. The simple reason is because if your passage is going to be very huge for theme deduction, the reason why I'm asking you to go with reading comprehension is because once you read the reading comprehension passage, you can answer 5 questions in it. But whereas for a theme deduction, you read and understand a complete package, you will be able to just like kind of address only one particular question in theme deduction. That is something that you'll have to make a note here. Okay, just hold on. Okay, here I'm back. Okay, I think my voice is audible now. Some of you mentioned that my voice is breaking, so I just shifted to another network. Okay, so like I said, please be clear about theme deduction and reading comprehension. The theme deduction passage will be so big that you will think that as if it is a reading comprehension passage and start attending it. But like I said, if you ask me like what one should choose, like I said, first finish off all the sentence correction, sentence completion and everything. And finally, when you come to reading comprehension and theme deduction, what I would suggest is go ahead with reading comprehension, because what will happen is, because once you read one passage, you can like kind of answer 5 questions in it. Whereas when you look at theme deduction, you just read one passage, you will be able to answer only one question there. So the order of attending questions in verbal would be like you finish off all the one-word questions like sentence correction, completion, all those questions, fill in the blanks and everything, and then finally come into theme deduction. Sorry, finally come into reading comprehension. Once you complete reading comprehension, come into theme deduction. That is the kind of thing that will be like ideally fit for you to kind of crack into Infosys. Okay, so I believe like all of you have joined the Telegram groups that have been created for your college. I think like by now everyone would have joined the Telegram groups. If at all you are not part of the Telegram group, what I would recommend you to do is please get in touch with your placement department. Okay, ensure that everyone is part of the Telegram group. The reason why I'm asking you to be part of the Telegram group is because lot of important information, important materials, everything will be shared in your Telegram group. So if at all you're not part of the Telegram group, I would sincerely recommend you to please join the Telegram group immediately, because like I said, lot of important information and everything will be shared in your Telegram group only. Okay, so please be clear on that. And again, I believe we have given you the login for the online portal also. We would be conducting exams at regular intervals. Probably like you can expect like one test every day in Infosys pattern. So I would request everyone to watch out your Telegram group. The information regarding the tests and everything, it will be communicated through your Telegram group only. So I want everyone to be like made aware of it. I want everyone to follow the Telegram group, because it is, you understand, everyone is living in a virtual world. Had it been like the real-time scenario wherein we are doing an offline training, wherein the staff comes and handles and everything, and all your coordinators are all sitting next to you, you can easily, what you can definitely do is like, we can definitely pass on all the instructions manually to you face to face and everything. But here and on a virtual world, if you look at it, the only communication medium between us or your college and the students is going to be your Telegram group only. So I would suggest everyone to be part of the Telegram group. The instructions to how to take the tests in the online portal and everything will be shared in your Telegram group. There will be a video also on how to do it. All your login credentials and everything will be shared in your Telegram group. If you're still not received it, please wait for it. Probably another like half an hour to 1 hour, you should receive all the credentials and everything. Go through that, start taking the online test. Online test will be like very, very, very important. It will definitely help you in the preparation of Infosys. Okay, so that is something that I want to tell you. And the next word of caution with respect to using this webinar gem, whatever we are using now, right? That will be the medium in which the training will happen. Even now, some of you are telling me that the audio is breaking and everything. So please ensure that you have a stable internet connection, and please also understand the fact that we are in a virtual world. Okay, so definitely we will have in interferences in between. Definitely connections will get lost and everything. Don't lose patience if the trainer is getting disconnected and everything. Just wait for the trainer to join back. Okay, so just be a patient, since it's a virtual training that is it's an online training that's happening. Definitely there are bound to be internet issues and everything. So please, I request everyone to be a bit patient when the training is happening. Okay, so that is something I want to kind of mention here. Okay, so the next thing with respect to Infosys, like I said, please don't expect any shortcuts as far as Infosys is concerned. That is something that I keep repeating every time. And so please ensure that it will all be like descriptive kind of questions only, because Infosys, if you look at it, the time duration is going to be like pretty huge for each and every question to be solved. Okay, I think I've already shared an Infosys consolidated material in all the Telegram groups. Please check out on your Telegram groups. Okay, so you can definitely find these questions here. Okay, so now again, coming back to when Infosys is going to hiring and what kind of hiring Infosys is going to do this year. This year, if you look at it, Infosys is planning to conduct the recruitment drive on 28, 29, 30 of September. In fact, if you look at it, almost all the major companies are going to get started with the recruitment probably from next week and the week after that. DXC, I think they are planning to start off with a recruitment sometime by September 14th or 16th. They will be starting off in all the colleges. Cognizant is planning something on October 1, 2, 3, 4. Infosys is planning on 28, 29, 30. Wipro is also planning in the same week, 28 to 3. Accenture is also planning to do it in the first week of October. TCS, if you look at it, TCS Digital is already notification has come for October 3rd. So what we expect is, in this period wherein from September 15 to September 30 or October 3, we expect a lot of companies to visit the campuses. These are all the dates which most of the companies have given. And like I said, Infosys, this year, if you look at it, it is not going to be an event that will happen in your college or just for a single college. On 3 days, Infosys is planning to conduct slots. It will have like 4 slots in a day, 3 slots in a day, like that. And you will be asked to register for a particular slot as such. So that is going to be the model this year. And once you register for a slot, you will get your email confirmation. The process is something going to be similar to people who have taken up InfyTQ. It will be the same process which Infosys is going to follow this year. Okay, so I want to make it very, very, very clear with you. Infosys will follow the same procedure like what's happening, what happened with InfyTQ, wherein your dates will be given. And then those dates, that examination will happen on those particular, like I said, Infosys 28, 29, 30 is the tentative date. I'm not giving you the exact date. Exact date will be communicated by your placement team to you. So wait until you hear the exact communication of when it will happen. But like I said, the tentative dates we are looking at like this: Infosys around 28, 29, 30, Cognizant around 1, 2, 3, 4, Accenture in the first week, TCS Digital on October 3rd, DXC anywhere after 14, 15. That is what all these companies have given as dates. Capgemini, they are planning around 28 for the second set of institutions. These are things that are going to happen this month. So it's going to be a busy placement season for us. So let's be prepared for it. Okay, that's something that I wanted to tell everyone. Don't come and say like, okay, I didn't expect the date and everything. Any date after September 15th, you should all be like kind of be prepared for it. Okay, like I said, the portal login credentials we'll give you. Use the login credentials and then log into the portal. You'll be able to start taking all the tests and everything. I hope you're clear on what are all the sections that are available for Infosys, how to crack Infosys, what are all the kind of questions that will be asked in Infosys. So what we would be doing is, as part of your training, is like we will be doing question answer discussions, topic wise discussions also for Infosys, so that it becomes like pretty easy for you. And like I said, tests will be conducted on a daily basis. The details for the tests and everything, please watch out to your Telegram group. I believe all of you are part of the Telegram group. If at all anyone who's not installed Telegram, if you don't have Telegram, please go ahead and install Telegram immediately. Check with the friends for your link. Ask them to like invite you into the group, join the group. Please be aware that if you're not part of the Telegram group, you will definitely tend to miss a lot of things. Okay. So now again, like you might ask like whether we'll have sectional cutoff, whether it is an overall cutoff. Yes, you might have a sectional cutoff. You will have to have like 60% across all the three sections. Like I said, quants, you'll have to have 60%, reasoning also 60, and verbal also 60. Have that as the benchmark. When you take up the online tests and everything, have that as your benchmark. Okay, keep it like I should score 60 in all the three sections. You might like score a 80 in quants, 80 in reasoning, and if you score a 40 in verbal, you might not be able to clear the test. So please keep it as a benchmark that you'll have to score a 60 across all the three sections. Okay, keep that as the benchmark. Okay, so keep that as a benchmark and start working towards that. Okay, so this is all that I have as far as Infosys is concerned. I believe I'm like very clear on all the topics, the sections and everything, and how to take up the tests and everything in terms of like how to, because again, as far as Infosys is concerned, please, first of all, once you start the test, look at the questions, fill in or like do the questions which you are like pretty comfortable with first. Don't try to attend difficult questions at the start. Do all the easy questions and then start moving towards difficult questions wherein that's going to eat your time. That is going to be the trick as far as cracking Infosys is concerned. Okay, and as I said, it's a linear pattern, so you'll have the choice to come back to questions, juggle across questions, shuffle across questions. All those options are all available as far as Infosys is concerned, and you don't have any negative marking, so you need not be worried about it. So this marks the end of my presentation. What I'll do